Alright, so here we have a higher tier question from a past paper from 2018, I reckon. So the question gives us that the value of x is greater than or lesser to, is greater than or equal to -2, or lesser than or equal to 3. We've been given also that x plus y is greater than or equal to 9, or lesser than or equal to 11. Now, it's also been stated that x and y are both integers. Now the question wants us to work out the greatest possible value for y minus x. Now, the way you approach these questions on an exam or in day-to-day life in general is you always have to start off with what you're looking for. So we come here and we know we're looking for the greatest possible value of y minus x. So we're going to start off with some basic common sense. We know that if we want the greatest possible value for this expression, we know that the integer that's going to be substituted with y must be the largest possible value, and x must be smallest. So to reiterate, the larger we can make the value of y, and the smaller we can make the value of x, the greater the possible value of this entire expression will be, right? So we have this under control. This is going to be our base. This is how we're going to derive the true answer to the question, right? Now we're going to go ahead and find the value for x. Well, we've already established that x must be as small as possible, and according to this question, the smallest possible value of x is -2, because it says to us that x is either greater than or equal to -2. So we're just going to stick with that. We're going to take -2, because this is equal to, as our value for x. We're just, we're going to take it, that's what we're using. That's what we're going to take it as. So x, -2, done. This, you're already going to get a mark for this, okay? Now we're going to obviously have to find the value of y. Since we've taken x as -2, we're going to go ahead and we're going to substitute -2 into here. So what we're going to have is we're going to have 9 is lesser than or equal to x. Well, we're not going to write x because we've replaced it with -2, as you can see here. So -2 plus y is lesser than or equal to 11. Right. Now that we have this, we're going to have to, since y has to be largest possible value, we're going to try and make an expression out of this to find y, including 11. We're going to take this section of this inequality. We're not going to take this section because if we took this section of the inequality, then we'd find a small value for y, whereas we want the largest possible value. That's why we're going to take the largest possible value of this expression, which would be 11. So we make an equation out of this, which would practically be, it's not the right sign. Just going to use this arrow. We're going to have -2 plus y is lesser than or equal to 11. Now we're just going to go ahead and do some simple algebra. I'm going to go ahead, what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 to both sides, right? There we go, have y is greater than or equal to 13. Y is greater than or equal to 13. Obviously, we're going to make sure and take 13 as the value of y because that's the largest possible value. Boom, now we've established the value for x and the value for y. Now go ahead, underline that with a red real quick so you can see it clearly. Boom, boom. All we're going to do now is we're going to stick it right into y minus x. So we're going to go y, which is 13. We're going to take x, which is -2. Now don't mess this up because minus of a minus, right, because it's y minus 2, so it's x, sorry, so it's 13 minus -2. We're going to write this as 13 plus 2 because minus of a minus is plus. That's a very, very disgusting looking 2, my bad. And then we're left with simple math, which 13 plus 2, 15. There you have it.